Okay, this is the 22nd in the series of video on physician work RVU tracker. It was during the last video that we were working on a display for showing the RVU values, and we were trying to decide on a nice proper display, but um, we're going to just go away from that for a minute. But here's the today total. If you click here and update it, it'll update it, and it updates the year-to-date totals as well. But I think, as I mentioned in the last video, we have one other area that we can create, and it's under the search areas. So we did a search for CPT codes, 99244. If you search for that, enter twice, it'll bring it up as in a message box. Or you can leave it there and then post it. And if you'll notice, it just added another one, and this just went up, as did the total for the year. We have a descriptive search, and if you put in a search term, it'll find in our table TBL data, which we downloaded from the cms.gov website in one of the first videos. It'll find everything in the database that has EYE in the descriptive field. And it's inserted onto a form. So this is actually a pop-up form, and you have a subform based on a query embedded into it, which gives you a way to put buttons around the outside and exit buttons and things. So it's kind of a nice presentation. What I'd like to do now is start another parameter search. So we do to create query design and bring this up so you can see it. We're looking at data within TBL list, adding. Okay, I did it twice. We'll get rid of this one. Remove table. It'll make a copy if you click it twice. Double click at the top on this and just right click and drag it down. It puts all your fields in. Now the parameter search that we want to base it on is the date. So you can write between. And what is it between? Well, it's a start date, colon, another bracket, close bracket, and you got to put the and in there to let it know that you're looking for something between two dates, end date, colon, and a close bracket. And to see this working, it's going to bring up a parameter. Now, in Access, you really you don't have to put the year. Oops, but you do have to put the. Let's try it again. Let's run it again. You do have to put the forward slash and a number. Okay, and there's nothing there. All right. Well, let's try it again. Let's try it again. I think it wants to save it. Okay. Let's say QRY date, a parameter, date search. Okay, and let's run it in design view. Design and run it. Okay. Maybe we went a little too fast here. Let's hit there, therefore. Okay, let's save it. Run it. 5566. There you go. Okay, so there's the query, and and we can just save that and close it. Now, one little shortcut is to go back to the other parameter query that we made, which was this one, and right-click and copy, and right-click and paste, and it's going to ask us to rename it, and we can call it FRM date search. It's actually still going to be the same descriptive search, so we got to modify it. And let's find date search. There's date search, and we'll open it in design view. And if you click here, you can then right click and delete this because we don't want that. These are attached to well, the exit might be all right, but this is attached to something else. We'd have to change that. And um, but we get the look and feel of the background and that. So now we'll drag in and we'll get the overlapping index cards and we'll drag in this. It'll ask us to name it immediately as a subform, FRM, subform. We can stick with that SF nomenclature, which is good, and makes the label, which we don't need, and we really don't need the um, labels here either. Okay, let's just hold and get rid of them. Right click and delete. And we can resize this. Right click and delete. And shift it all over. So we know what we're looking at. Okay, good. And we'll bring up the property sheet. Let's see, just bring up the property sheet on that one. Width, let's make it 3. See how that works. Now we can just make it even smaller. CPT add. That one 3 too. Good. Okay. So let's start at the top. So if we do the form is under other, or the caption. Let me see here. What we want to do is this form. We don't want to call it description search. We want to call it date search. Date search. That's about all we need to change on that. If we click here, we can start and click on the inside. We can change some of the titles or the captions. CPT for that one. Date can just be a date. Description can be description. And RVU add can be work. RVU. Okay. And then we'll go over here and change that to center. Text color, might as well have it nice and black. And we'll go back to the top and do that on these as well. CPT will be in the center. Text 1. You can copy that. Date add can be in the center, general center. Right click and paste. And description. Description does pretty well if it's just left aligned. And we can make it text 1. All right, there's probably other things, but let's save that and just see what it looks. Well, let's do one other thing. We know that we'd like to drag this over. Scroll bar. All right, now save and now look at it. And we'll put in 5.5 and we'll put in 6.6 and there's our look and feel date search. We don't even need to see this. We can hide this field. You really don't need this button on here. I don't think you can take it off without going to, yeah, I think you have to go to the design view. Yeah. Okay, let's go to Let's save and close, and then open it up from date search. Hide this. Save it. If you save it first, then next time you open it up, double click, click, double click this one. There we go. So you can't take this off. This is one of the bad things. You could add a new record, a blank record, which you don't want to do. But it does give you the total number of records during that time, or the listings, if you will. Let's see, maybe we'll make this a little smaller too. Yeah. Okay. And we'll save that. And we better change, we can just go to the layout view and bring up the property sheet, because this is not going to be the right click event. Okay, which form is it? It's the wrong form, so we'll change that one to date search. Save and close that. And let's just look at this. Yeah, that's just generic. Okay, and then one more thing we're going to do. Save and close. Is create a button for, we can move these over, datasheet copy, so we can put all of our search things in one area. Grab a button here and put a button right here, and we'll cancel that. And this button will just open up our date search, and we'll give it a name. Well, we'll just call it date. Keep all the search buttons together. And we can do that little arrangement where we make it to the shortest and align it to the top. And click away from that one, click back on that one, and we can right click and find a different color. Something else. Well, we could keep them all the same color, close to it. So there's 3 search boxes. There's 3 ways to search: CPT, description, and date. This we can make smaller. Okay. Well, let's stop right there and close, pretty much save it, and go to form view, and let's make sure that it works. Date, okay. All right, maybe we shouldn't stop there. Let me go make sure the click event works. Okay, I didn't do the click event. Macro builder, we want to open a form. And what form do we want to open? Date search, and close, save, and form view. Let's try it one more time. There you go. 5566. That's good. We'll just tidy this up a little bit, center it, make it look a little better. Search again. Did I fix that? Let's see. Yeah. Nope, we didn't fix that one. It still says description search, so we'll get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. A little more work to do before we close. Let's go to the. Let's open this up and find it. Find it right here, and we'll open it from here. Good. And then we can right click, go to design view, search again. We'll keep it right there. Search again, we'll go to the embedded macro. And what are we going to do? Search again, open form. See, I opened the wrong form. We have to open form date search. That's what we want to do. Okay. Now it's better. Close. Date. and search again, and the date search comes up. Now, if you want to just put in one date, say I put in 5/5, so nothing happened on 5/5. So let's try 6/6. Okay, and here's the clinic visit, or here's the clinic day for 6/6. Okay, and it doesn't total it here. I'm not sure. Maybe that could even be possible. Put a summation down here. I'm going to check on that. All right, we'll exit it, but we'll end it right there. And in the next video, we may work on designs. I may talk about statistics. You can actually run queries that would determine how many 99214s and 99, and keep a running track of all your different 9 codes. Okay, but let's end it right there. Thanks very much for your attention.